Hello all, hope all are fine, safe at home. Today I've come again with a simple recipe. This is a rice bath. This is Karnataka style tomato rice bath. And I'm making this as per my friend's request. She's also my subscriber, so this is dedicated to her. So this is without much talking, let's get started. Okay, before that, let me thank all those who have subscribed my channel and become part of my YouTube family, and also those who have given the lovely comments to me. So let's get started. So being a tomato rice bath, the key ingredient will be the tomato. So here I've roughly chopped 3 large tomatoes. You will need a little more quantity of tomatoes. Well, as it's a tomato bath, name itself suggests. So this is a very good tiffin box recipe also. So when you get back to your schools and colleges or your offices, you can prepare this on any day. It's very simple. It's a one pot recipe. I'll be cooking this in a cooker. So let's get started. So as I said, this is 3 large tomatoes chopped roughly. 2 medium-sized tomato onions chopped roughly like this. Okay. And then I have some raw masalas, bay leaf, 1 cinnamon stick, then one I don't like cardamom much, so you can take 1 or 2. Okay, and then 1 small piece of the star anise, and this is what is a stone flower. It is known as this. It gives a good aroma. That's why I taken this. That's it about the garam masalas. That is the raw garam masalas. And there's half a cup of green peas. This is fresh green peas. You may use the frozen one also. It is good. And then there is, yes, my green masalas, some crushed ginger garlic paste, about 1 tablespoon you can take. And for spice I'll be using green chili. This is some 3 to 4 spicy green chilies slit. And this is curry leaves, my favorite. Okay, when you're buying a curry leaves for the new, this is for the new people or new cooks, always buy like this. Don't buy a tender green leaves. Always buy matured this leaves, curry leaves. So because as soon as if it is tender, as soon as you put it into the oil, it will get burned. So just a suggestion for the new cooks. That's it about all the green masalas. And I have, yes, okay, I managed to get some fresh pudina leaves and just cleaned and kept it, yet to be chopped, and some coriander leaves also, bunch of coriander leaves. Then in masalas we have, I just have half teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili. This is not a spicy chili, that's why I've taken 2 spoons. I need a red color in my my recipe. That's why the tomato and the Kashmiri chili will make your rice bath look reddish in color. And of course I have some 2 cups of rice. This is actually the jeera rice, jeera sambar rice. Okay, this I have soaked for half an hour and this is kept ready. So let's get started. Okay, as I mentioned, I'll be cooking this in a cooker. I've heated up my cooker and into this goes 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 tablespoon of ghee. If you don't have ghee or you don't like it, you may substitute it with just oil alone. And into this goes the raw masalas, the garam masala. And of course the ginger garlic, crushed ginger garlic. Please try and use some fresh ginger garlic, not the what you get from the shop, the ready-made one. So just don't use that. But if you don't have an option, yes, of course you can definitely use it. And into this goes the onion. And the green peas also, we need to roast a bit this also. So once I roast this, I'll show you it. I'll be roasting it half golden, not full golden, totally golden, just half. That's the requirement. Next to add my favorite curry leaves. Green chili. All this has to go along with the onion. So it will get roasted and also release the spice and the salt. I leave it to your choice. Just mention what I have added. And the haldi also. So we'll wait for this onion to be roasted. Okay, now our onions are well roasted. Now into this I'm going to add the red chili powder and the tomatoes. Toss it. You will prepare this in no time, because the only time you will be taking will be to cut the tomatoes and the onion and some garlic, ginger garlic, if you are not using the paste. So it's so simple, and in Karnataka this is served as a breakfast dish also. I mean, usually at home it's prepared as a breakfast dish. It's very delicious and gets prepared in no time. So I'll roast this for a couple of minutes before I add the salt, because I wanted this to be roasted. Little bit I'll roast and then I'll add the salt. So the water for the rice will be in 1:2 ratio. I'm using 2 cups of rice, so I'll be pouring 4 cups of water. So let's wait for this to be roasted and then I'll add the salt. Okay, so our tomato is slightly roasted. Now I'll add the salt. I'm adding, say, about 3/4 spoon I'm adding. And the tomatoes, what you choose, it should be very ripe and pulpy, else you will not get the desired taste and the texture of that. The final output won't come as it is, as desired. So don't use any raw tomatoes. Use a nice, juicy one or well ripe tomato. So I'll just wait for a couple of minutes. Just roast this like this so that this tomatoes get soft, and then we'll finally add the rice and the water. So our tomatoes are all now well cooked. See, so mashy. The color what you see is because of the tomato and the Kashmiri chili powder what we have added. Okay, now time to add the rice. No, sorry. I'll add the garam masala powder. Give it a good stir. And then now I'll add the 1:2 ratio water. You'll have to wait for this water to come to a bubbling boil. Only after that you will add the rice, not before that. I'll tell you the reason why. I'm not closing this lid, I'm just keeping it like this so that it starts boiling very fast. Okay, once the boil comes, I'll show you. Our water is bubbling, now time to add the rice. Now at this time, you can also just check this salt and the spice. If you feel your water is salty, then that's sufficient. Don't put too much of salt, because anyway, if your salt is less, you can still adjust it with the your raita, which you'll be making as a side dish for this. So let me just have a taste. Maybe quarter spoon of salt. So that will balance everything. So all fine now. Time to add the rice. Okay, if you add your rice without the water boiling, it will further get soaked in the water. The time it takes to get the water to be heated up. That's why always add the rice when it's boiling. And now we'll not close it immediately. Let me give it a good stir. And add the pudina and the half of the coriander and whole of the pudina I'm going to add now. Remaining half of the coriander I'll be adding for the garnishing. Now give it a good stir and wait for a good bubble to come, because without that, if you close the lid, what will happen? All this masala will stay in the top, and in beneath there will be only the just the rice, white rice it will be. So if you close it when it's boiling, it will get evenly mixed up, all these masalas. So we'll wait for a nice bubble to come. I'll just keep this lid like this. Okay, so it's boiling nicely. Now it's time to close it. And I'll be cooking for 2 whistles. 1 whistle will be in high flame, and then I'll lower it, and then 1 whistle in a sim flame. I don't know about your cookers and all. This is the way I cook my rice when I don't want it to be overcooked. So our cooker has released all its gas. Now let's have a look. Wow, it's so nice. Nice. Okay, you to give a try, and it's just a hassle-free tiffin alternative, and I'll wait for it to cool down, and then I'll plate it. So please give a try and share your comments also. So viewers, our simple Karnataka style tomato bath is ready. Please do try this, and you may relish it with any of your favorite raitas. It's very simple. You just saw that I made it in just a pressure cooker. It's quite simple, and it's a good alternative for your tiffin box also. Give it a try and share your comments. And if you are yet to subscribe my channel, please subscribe, and I'll feel happy about it. And share your views also about it. Yeah. So have a nice day. Bye bye.